I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce. Greetings, everyone. Happy Monday morning to you all. Hope you all had a good Sunday. I personally, my bets went 3-2. I guess that's the good news. The bad news is I didn't even make any money because the Phillies, it's crazy. The Phillies cost me 2 units today because I had the Phillies -1.5, and I had the Phillies in that stupid donkey parlay. What was I even doing?
I'm not laughing at you. I got my ass kicked again, but you knew that bet was going to lose when you bet it, and you still bet it, and then you said it 3 times.
Yeah, it was a bad bet, and I knew it was. But yeah, actually, I'll pull it up on the screen. This is what I was looking at here today. Whoa, that's huge. It's after midnight, so it comes up under past. So, yeah, you can see here, I had the Phillies here in -1.5, and I also had the Phillies in this parlay. If it wasn't for the Phillies, I would have won all these bets. So, special shout-out to Philadelphia for ruining the Sunday.
I went 2-6, again, just killing in the game. So, if you're fading me, you're on top of the world again.
Man, we got 7 games for this Tuesday. For this Monday, I'm sorry. Obviously not the most exciting slate. Mondays never are. But we're going to go through it. And we got a couple crazy travel spots in this one. First game up, Marlins at -200. Not something you see very often. Obviously, I mean, it's the Rockies that just flying down from New York to Miami. Spoon, are you a Max Meyer guy?
So I think we just did this last time. I said we should back Max Meyer. He got 6 runs of run support in the first inning, and I had the +0.5, and then I watched the entire thing disintegrate in front of my face. I still haven't mentally recovered from that. I want to say let's back the Marlins, but I have not gotten there yet. That's a tough decision. Like, it was literally 6 runs in the first, and just the whole thing just disintegrated. It was terrible.
He was terrible against the Padres.
It was awful. This is the Rockies, though. So, like, can he be good against the Rockies?
No, he had a couple good starts. I am not a Max Meyer guy, but usually it's everyone else trying to tell me, like, oh, no, Max Meyer's good. And I'm the one saying I don't really trust him.
Yeah, I mean, he's been absolutely terrible. I'm probably going to end up playing Rockies first 5, and I'm sure the Marlins will win. But I mean, Marquez has been exceptionally better than Max Meyer over the last month. So I know that the Mets have to come down from New York, but that's a pretty damn short flight. And this Miami offense has been pretty hit or miss and pretty dead the last few days. So I mean, yeah, they could definitely bounce back against Marquez, but Marquez isn't like Sensatella right now. I mean, he's actually pitching pretty damn well. So against the Padres, against Arizona, against Philadelphia, against the Cubs, I mean, I have a hard time believing that he gets – I mean, it wouldn't shock me, I guess. But I have a hard time believing he doesn't pitch well tomorrow because I do think this is a significant step down in class for him on top of the fact that he's already been pitching well. So I don't know Dick, but it would only be Rockies first 5 for me.
I mean, Marquez has 3 of his last 4 starts have been good. A couple of them very good, actually. He was outstanding against the Phillies. He went into Wrigley, pitched okay against the Cubs. Rewind back a few weeks, he pitched a gem, like an absolute gem, against the Padres. I still wouldn't say Herman Marquez is a starting pitcher that I trust. I'm not betting -200 for the Marlins, though. I guess it would be overpass. This is disgusting, though. I can assure you I will not be betting this. Overpass.
That first 5 under is live with these guys. These are 2 pitchers that need to pitch well.
Man, they need to pitch well. I'll go overpass. Not betting this crap. Let's move on. Next game is Angels, Bo Sox in Boston. Richie Fitz is on the mound against Tyler Anderson. Toast, do you like the Red Sox to get to the lefty here?
I think the weather and the numbers telling us they do. It's going to be some pretty damn good weather tomorrow. I don't know exactly what the temperature is going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like closer to 80 with the wind blowing out, which is in Boston. That's fantastic for runs. I just don't know. Again, the number kind of tells me you're going to see some runs. Dick Fitz hasn't given up a run in his last 2 starts. That's only 8 innings, but I have a hard time believing that he continues to throw zeros out there. This Boston lineup, I mean, it's kind of so hit or miss, especially at home. I really don't trust them just giving in the past and how they've been in the past. There's just really not a good home team at all. But on the season, they have decent numbers. They're like a top 10 offense at home, and they've over the course of the season, they've hit lefties well. Over the last couple of weeks, definitely not. Aaron Ashby, DL Hall, Trevor Rogers, Cade Povich, Chris Sale, all pitched well against them. But if you go farther in the back in May, they hit up guys like Skubal, Reagans, Logan Allen, Martin Perez. So it just kind of depends on which Boston offense shows up tomorrow. Neither one of these teams have really any issues in the bullpen either. So, but this number is 9.5. It's juiced up. I have a feeling it might be 10 tomorrow because of the weather. So I guess over or pass. I don't really know if I trust it. That number kind of feels like it's telling to me as far as the total is concerned, but it would only be over or pass. I have no idea on the side.
We haven't really seen the Red Sox get to a lefty starter in a while.
I know. That's why I'm saying they're hanging a 9.5 juiced. I mean, it's either going to be an easy under for everybody. It's over a pass from me.
They got to Skubal back on May 14th. Of all the lefties to get to, they hit and scored off Skubal back on May 14th. But since then, they didn't touch Chris Sale, didn't touch Cade Povich, didn't touch Trevor Rogers. Also, haven't seen a whole lot of left-handed pitching. Well, they've seen 3 in the last 2.5, 3 weeks, so it's not too bad. Take that back. Jesus. I guess it's hard to trust a pitcher with this weather, like Toast said. It's number 1 on the board for run index, so weather-wise, it's very good conditions for scoring runs. What do you think, Spoon? You trust this Angels lineup on the road? They are first in WRC plus in the last 30 days on the road. I've heard Spoon talk about the Angels on the road previously. I think that was last week. I will say those numbers might be a little skewed because they kind of just exploded over like a 4-game stretch. But no question, this lineup has been hitting on the road. So, Spoon, you like the Angels to score here off Fitz?
I do. So you look at Fitz, his last start, he came out there for 40 pitches to come out a few innings. This is straight off an injury. I think this is a spot they can get to this guy. Richard Fitz is not a major league ace. He's a guy that's barely on this level at all. And Tyler Anderson, at the same time, not the best pitcher. I look at maybe the full game over, but definitely the Angels team total over. And this team, they score on the road. They do it consistently over and over again. I don't see any reason we can't get there with them. They give a couple guys the day off today. Trout's going to be nice and rested
4.5,
for tomorrow.
110 sauce.
4.5, 110.
Sorry, Spoon.
So the Angels team total over he was talking about is 4.5, 110. I'll put it on the screen. Man.
So Fitz is not like worked up to a regular workload at this point. He was kind of rushed back from injury because Boston specifically needed them. They were in a pinch, and he said, "Guys, lay on me. I'm here for you." I like him. He's not a guy I want to fade consistently over and over, but he's not ready. He's not worked up for this, and I think this is a spot we can take advantage of that.
I mean, I think on the surface level, I agree with you. I think the Angels bats as a whole, I mean, it's just like a tough pill to swallow. We are talking about a 4.5 minus 110. It's not like we're getting a cheap White Sox team total, a 3.5 plus 105 or something. But I think I agree with you. I think we should see runs. The question is, can we really count on that Boston lineup? You know what? I'll put up the same thing as Spoon. Maybe I'll tail on that. I got nothing open right now.
That's part of the reason that I said over as well, is because both team totals are sitting at 4.5. So, I mean, actually, you might be able to get the Angels. If you shop it, you might be able to get it plus 100. But regardless, I mean, they're both 4.5. So they're definitely not comfortable hanging a 3.5 for either one of them. So
Chapman's worked 2 of the last 3 nights. Do we expect him to pitch tomorrow?
Maybe. Probably not.
How many pitches did he throw tonight?
It's looking. I think he might not go tomorrow. I see.
I don't know, 16 and 14.
6. That puts him 4 of the last 6 days. Yeah.
So you warm up for all those events too. It's not just the pitches you throw while you're out there.
No, I know, but I think we've seen Chapman throw 3 out of 4 before. I can look.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying now we're at.
There's a lot of plus money involved with this Angels money line. Why are we just trying to attack the team total? I want to attack this Angels team in some way, shape, or form tomorrow. I kind of want to see how the market develops, but I think the money line has a lot of value too.
Yeah, if I was picking a side, I would go Angels. But we're talking about wind blowing out at Fenway. Tyler Anderson. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Red Sox scored 10 runs here.
I would move on the Angels now because I don't think you're going to get better than 1:30 in the morning.
All right, I'm gonna skip on to the next game. I don't
maybe. Actually, you never know. Actually,
Brewers Reds in Cincinnati. All right, we've got Savale pitching against Brady Singer. Has Brady Singer gotten his shit together yet?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because yes, but against Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Kansas City. So take it with a grain of salt, I guess. I mean, this Brewers offense is absolutely humming right now. So this is clearly a step up in class from what he's been seeing. I have no idea in this one. I guess, I mean, I don't know how long the Brewers are going to score like this, but I mean, they've been doing it for 10 games plus now. So at this point, I guess Brewers are past just because they're playing so well and you're getting them at plus money. But I don't really have a lot of confidence in Aaron Savale, if I'm being dead honest with you. He's not going to go deep into this game. And I'm pretty sure the Milwaukee used most of their arms in the bullpen today, if I'm not mistaken. So, but regardless, it would only be Milwaukee for me. Milwaukee had all their guys rested before that too, so they should be fine.
Something I will say with this Brewers hot streak, and they're hitting the ball, no doubt. Something that concerns me a little bit is against who? Because they saw Taijuan Walker, Brian Bayo, Hunter Dobbins, Richard Fitz. So, yes, they scored runs on these 4 pitchers. If you rewind back to when they were actually seeing some decent pitching, they weren't hitting at all. So this, remember, this Brewers hot streak, it's very new. This is one of the coldest lineups in baseball, like 7 or 8 days ago. Now, they just come on out of nowhere. It's important to point out, and I'm not trying to take credit away from them. I'm just saying it's important to point out they have seen some really bad pitching. That being said, do we even consider Brady Singer to be good pitching? I have said multiple times this year, my favorite quality of Brady Singer throughout his career was betting him in his home starts when they were in Kansas City. His home ballpark is no longer Kansas City. His home ballpark is Great American Ballpark, and he just hasn't had the same sort of success there. His numbers at home, actually, he's got a 3.29 ERA, a 102 whip. xFIP is up there, though. What do you think, Spoon?
So, like you're saying, I remember backing Brady Singer at home. This is just one of those things you do when Brady Singer gets a consecutive home start. You just put your money on it blindly, and it's going to cash. And now we move him to a fly ball park where all the pitches go out that he's used to staying in the park. This isn't a really good fit for him at home, but I know the Brewers lineup is starting to get hot. I think there's a spot we can back Brady Singer again. Savali's a guy I kind of worry about. We put him here at Great American Ballpark. What's going to happen to him? This is a guy fresh off injury, not seeing too much. I don't trust this Brewers bullpen. This is Cincinnati through and through for me. I know the world is out on Brady Singer, but this is a guy that I've put my trust in for years, my money in for years, and I'm not ready for that to be over yet. This is a Brady Singer spot for me.
He said, I'm not ready for that to be over yet. The Brewers used McGill, Uribe, Koenig, Mears, but I think they were all rested because they won by 1 million runs. Yeah, they were all rested. So Brewers bullpen will have all their arms available. Yeah, I agree. Reds.
Smart.
All right, let's move on.
Saying.
Yeah, these two teams, literally 7 days ago, the Reds would have been priced at like -140 here.
They're both seesaws.
Yeah, we're getting a 20-cent discount based on a 4-game sample size against really bad pitching. So I'm betting that.
Reds win 1-0. A scorcher.
Are we missing the under? Is that just the go-to?
No. 1 second.
It's a Great American, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen some low-scoring games in Great American this year, though.
I could care less.
When the Reds are cold, they will give you a 1-0 game.
Exactly.
They're always down. Let me bet this real quick.
Ellie got his home run from his sister today. Hopefully he has another one tomorrow.
1 second. All right, I am in. Let's do it. All right, next game. Tigers, White Sox. Jonathan Cannon on the mound. He hasn't been all that bad. Tigers came through for me today. I had the Tigers money line and the Royals team total under. So 1-2 on this one. Shout out to the Tigers for coming through with a 1-0 win, which kind of confirms my suspicion that the Tigers lineup is in a downward trend. I just think the Royals bats are worse, honestly. That was really a bet on Montero and a fade of the Royals lineup than it was a bet on the Tigers bats. Do we think they can get to Cannon, Spoon?
Yeah, I was on the Tigers with you. I think the voice chat last night.
I remember you saying it. Yep.
Agreements on that. I think Jonathan Cannon's a really good pitcher. The angle I look at this is just a straight up under. I think Flaherty's a good pitcher. I think he can shut down this White Sox lineup. I think the Tigers can get to Cannon, but I think Cannon's in a spot off that 5 earned off the Mets where I think he wants to show up. This is a guy that I respect his stuff. I respect his ability to pitch in the big leagues. And after a really bad start, I think he has the ability to bounce back. And just that first 5 under, full game under is what I'd be looking at. I think I'd probably go the full game under. Just
I don't hate it. Weather is decent for scoring runs, but I mean, it's Chicago. It's the White Sox. You don't see many 10, 11 run baseball games here. I don't hate it. I'm checking out the Tigers bullpen because they did use Holton, Lee, Tommy K, and Vest tonight. I doubt Vest. He only threw 9 pitches. Okay, so the
Tigers bullpen is invincible. They're never unavailable.
Yeah, that's true, and they're also deep. Like they'll bring in a guy like Hannafy and Herter that'll get the job done. They're definitely pretty versatile in the bullpen. I don't hate that under. I also don't hate maybe a White Sox plus 1.5 type of look if we're expecting a 3-2 baseball game. 1.5 with the home team. Toast, what do you think?
The exact opposite of you guys. It would be over 8 for me or nothing. So I'm not in a spot where I trust Jonathan Cannon. I don't really worry about this Detroit offense as much as you guys are. I mean, they're still putting up runs. It's not like they're getting blanked or anything. But again, I lose every bet that I make. So it would be over 8 for me or pass.
Yeah. I'll put up White Sox plus 1.5. This one isn't gonna make it. I do think the Tigers are going to be in a bit of a sell high spot. The bats have fallen off dramatically here. Tigers in the last 14 days are 26th in WRC plus, 28th against right-handed pitching. So we're talking about 2 weeks here. One of the worst lineups in baseball.
I mean, they've also seen Waka, Lugo, Rupp, Webb, Hicks, Birdsong, Bybee. I mean, they've faced some pretty damn good competition as well.
And now Cannon.
Who's been
mediocre
at best. 3 of his last 5 starts. He had 1 good start against Kansas City. Congratulations, they can't hit.
Padres, Giants, and San Francisco. And I think the most interesting part of this one is the Giants are flying in from Miami. And for those of you that don't own a Globe, That's very far away. That's on the other side of the country. So the Giants secure the win against the Marlins today, 4-2. Now they're going to fly to the other side of the country back home to start a very important series against their division rival. And what makes it even more interesting is who is pitching the end of this game for San Francisco. We're most likely not going to see Duvall. He's thrown back-to-back games. In fact, I'll get you the exact list right here. Duvall, you're not going to see Duvall. Back-to-back, and he threw 21 pitches tonight. You're not going to see Eric Miller. Back-to-back, he threw 18. You're probably not going to see Tyler Rogers. Maybe Tyler Rogers, but he's thrown back-to-back nights also. Ryan Walker has thrown back-to-back as well. Low pitch count. He might be available. So you got a terrible travel spot for the Giants. Terrible bullpen situation for the Giants. But can we take
on top of the fact that the Padres absolutely own Logan Webb?
Oh, is that true? I didn't even know that.
Could be.
Are you on Are you on the San Diegans here, Toast?
Don't do my line. I love that line. Yeah, I'll be on the Padres. So it'll be like a 7-1 Giants win. But I do really like the Padres tomorrow. I know that Kolek hasn't literally looked great his last 3 starts. But I will say this, that I feel like he has there's a lot of positive things to like with Stephen Kolek, and I don't think that he should be in the major leagues right now. I will say that 100%. And I know that this Giants offense is a lot better at home, but not only is this Giants team not scoring, they are coming from east to west, yes, but they also went to Washington, then to Detroit, then down to Miami, and now back to San Francisco. So it's not just like we went to New York and played the Mets and the Yankees and then flying back home. They went all over the country essentially. So I really like the Padres tomorrow, and I don't really bet the Padres like at all. So I don't want to hear one comment about a goddamn being a homer, because I haven't bet this team in months.
I actually don't remember the last time you bet the Padres. I don't remember.
So I don't want to hear that shit.
He doesn't want to hear it, guys. He does not want to hear it.
I'm telling you right now, I really like the Padres tomorrow. The last couple starts for Logan Webb against the Padres: on the road in San Diego, 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs. At home against the Padres, 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs. On the road at the Padres, 6 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs. And then he actually finally had a decent home start where he went 7 innings. He gave up 10 hits, but luckily only gave up 2 runs. That was like at the beginning of the year of last year. So I think this is a really good spot for the Padres. The number continues to go up. I'm looking at 150s right now. If I start to see it go down, I'll pounce. But I think that everybody's going to want to fade the Padres tomorrow with Logan Webb. So we'll probably get closer to 160 by the time we wake up. But I will be on the Padres somehow, some way.
Okay, so first off, I want to say that I agree with the Padres, but I'm circling a couple of bets here. I think Logan Webb overs would be worth a look, over everything. Innings, hits. I mean, the Giants bullpen, he can't leave the game, dude. So Logan Webb's going to be in there, whether he's giving up hits, whether he's giving up runs, whatever you think's going to happen. I just think Logan Webb is going to pitch through it. So I'd like Logan Webb's over, and what I'm really looking at is right here. I'll put it on the screen. Go ahead, Toast.
I just wanted to mention with the Padres bullpen, I know Suarez, I think, is 2 of the last 3. Jason Adam, 2 of the last 3 as well. Suarez, he'll be fine. He had plenty of rest before that. I don't know if they used Adam, and this is like the Padre homer in me, Bradley Rodriguez and David Morgan are absolutely nasty. If you saw Morgan pitch today, he's just absolutely filthy. And Bradley Rodriguez is like the most highly touted prospect we've had in our bullpen since Andre Munoz, and we all know how good he is now. So they don't take that light over there in San Diego. But regardless of how the top looks, I do think you're getting a little bit of value with these guys being called up now, because they are very, very good.
And I pulled it up. You're right. The Padres have crushed Logan Webb. His last few starts there, 5 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 2 earned runs, 2 earned runs. So yeah, the Padres have had a lot of success.
Their team
Webb.
Totals 2.5.
Yeah, and again a -140 with between
that right now.
Getting 1 or 2 off. Even if you only get 2 off Webb, I mean, I'm gonna get a couple innings off the Tax Giants bullpen. So I'm looking at the Padres team total over 2.5. Spoon, what do you think?
I don't want to necessarily fade Stephen Kolek. I think this is a guy that has shown the ability to stay around the major leagues. He's obviously not somebody that demands the spot, but He's got a battle for it, and why not a division battle versus San Francisco to get that? I look at a first 5 under with these two pitchers. I think Logan Webb has the ability to shut down these Padres bats, but at the same time, I go up and down this lineup, and I ask myself, why isn't San Diego hitting better than what they are? And then you see a familiar pitcher like Logan Webb, and maybe they get to him. I haven't moved on this game yet. I really lean San Diego, but the first 5 under is the closest spot I have my money on. So put that up for me on the show right now. That's what I think I'd like to get at. I think Cullen and Webb can shut these guys down early. I think these teams need them to do that with where everything's at, travel wise, bullpen wise, and I don't understand why this game can't be really low scoring to start.
Also, just pure homer in me. Jackson Merrill over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. 5 for 7 versus Logan Webb with 2 doubles in his career. Really enjoys when Logan Webb takes the mound, Mr. Jackson Merrill.
All right. I think I'm going to bet this team total over.
I just bet that. I just bet it. I'm going to bet them. I just bet that. I'm going to bet the Padres as soon as I watch the line.
So I messed up the graphics here. Spoon, he likes the first 5 under 3.5, so I'll get that. So the correct graphic is below his face. First 5 under 2.5. That's what he likes. All right. Let's move on to the next one, which is Twins Athletics.
How do we not just full send on the Twins here?
Actually, some people in the voice chat were liking the A's. I think now that I think of it, I think Spoon was one of them.
I was the guy in the voice chat that was back in the
There was a couple people that agreed with you, though. Someone said it before you took the mic. It was Steez.
It's not necessarily the company I'm looking to back, but you know what? Sometimes on the island, we just make more money by ourselves, and that's fine. I don't care.
I used to be that way, too.
I know. Who wants to back the Ace? You know, what is it? 15 out of 16 games they've lost in a row at this point.
Especially after my plus 190 went to shit in the 8th. Not me.
Yeah, like who possibly would want to back the A's right here? This is an Ace spot through and through. I don't
through and through. He says,
"You are send me the shit that you're smoking. I need it. I need it."
We got Luis Severino versus Joe Ryan on the mound, and obviously Joe Ryan's had a great season. He's a better pitcher in a lot of people's opinion than what Severino is. But we expose him to this little, Sacramento park, and I think he gets touched. This is a guy that throws fastballs all day. 70% of his pitches are fastballs. This athletic team crushes fastballs. I don't understand how we don't get runs off Joe Ryan. I think Severino is sick of pitching in this park. He has come up with ideas in his mind 7 times over about this is how I'm going to get outs, and 4 times over it hasn't worked, and he's got backup plans now. Like, he's sick of doing it. I think he's got a way to get outs here. This is one of those regression spots for me. The Twins aren't a good enough team to demand this price to me. Athletics money line is the only way I could ever get to this game.
Now, I'm not agreeing with you, but I will say offensively, I agree with you when it comes to the Twins. This team is just not hitting. Let's see, what are they? 24th in WRC plus the last 14 days. How many games has this team scored more than 4 runs in the last 2 weeks? Once.
Can I say one counterpoint? Oakland scores a whole bunch of runs and still loses. So what's the difference?
I'm just saying, if we're talking about an A's money line bet, we need to look at the other side. And the Twins' offense has been really bad, one of the worst in baseball. I don't think I have the stones to bet the A's in any way, shape, or form, but I respect you for it. I'll say that.
Me too.
Toast.
Yeah, I respect you.
I'm going to go to the window with it too, I think.
I like it, man. I'll root for you.
I mean, I'm not betting this, but I don't see how you don't full send the Twins. I mean, we just saw Joe Ryan. I mean, if you're worried about the minor league park, he just went into a minor league park in Tampa Bay against a really hot offense and shut them down. And now you're catching Oakland after going to Houston and then up to Toronto and now back home without a day off. Severino's been absolutely terrible at home against bad lineups as it is. It would only be the Twins for me, but again, I'm not betting it. So
Nah, Adam's Digest is in the comments. We're not taking slander on the A's bullpen. I'm an A's bullpen apologist. I like that unit. It's been shaky. If I had to bet this game, oh man, I don't know.
You got to put something up now.
I think it would just be a pure play on the weather and taking over, but I don't trust the Twins lineup. They're just not scoring runs, but maybe on the road against Severino. And also,
A's lineup get it done for you.
Beautiful weather in a run-scoring ballpark. We got wind blowing out to dead left center.
I mean, 9.5 kind of tells you that. I guess Joe Ryan probably is going to get hit up a little bit. I guess. I mean, how else is this number 9.5?
Well, the weather is like beautiful here. Beautiful weather. Beautiful. Go over there. Next up, Mets Dodgers in Dodger Stadium. Obviously a terrible travel spot for the Mets. They just finished up a series against the Rockies on the other side of the country, which they handled their business. But it's the Rockies at home. You don't get a parade for that. Now they fly all the way to L.A. to play a Dodgers team that doesn't have to move. They just finished a series against the Yankees at home, so no traveling here for the Dodgers. Is Paul Blackburn really making his debut here?
That's why I was trying to see how many pitches he threw in his rehab start right here.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it on RotoWire, but I was just like, I need to get that confirmed before I pull the trigger on anything. So Toast is the Mets hit Dusty May.
I would only be the Mets at this price for me. I think the easiest way for me would just be the over in this one, over 9. I just don't know what to get. I don't know what you're going to get from Dusty May, to be honest. I know it's Dustin for everybody, just for the record. But anyway, I don't know what you're really going to get from him. I mean, he's been kind of up and down. And this Dodgers offense has been this Mets offense has been pretty damn good over the last couple of weeks. Again, they did play this Dodgers team. They played the White Sox, Colorado. It is what it is. But I don't really worry about the Mets bats too much. I don't know, though. I didn't have a play on this game, to be done honest with you. It would be over or pass for me. I don't know what to expect from Blackburn, even if he had
hold on.
Minor league starts, it wouldn't really matter.
We got Adam's Digest in the comments saying he had multiple games of 6 and 7 innings. He has 6 rehab starts in the minors. Multiple games of 6 and 7
innings. 10 that I just said still don't. It doesn't. It's the same thing to me.
I want to play the Mets so bad, but it's just you can't. It's terrible. Flying across the country, it's terrible.
I don't even worry about that. They should be. I mean, they should get there. I mean, they're catching 4 hours or 3 hours. So if they leave, if they left, they should get there. I don't know, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I mean, they should. It's not that. I mean, trust me, I thought about it. But what do I know?
Spoon, you want to bet the Mets?
If you two both bet the Mets, I won't. Just for you. How's that?
I kind of want to bet the Mets. So he's already there, right? They send Blackburn the day before, yes. So he gets comfortable. Like, he doesn't have to worry about any of this. Why? LA's off the big spot. They didn't perform last night. Minus 158 with Dustin May on the mound. This guy's probably going to get a season-ending injury tomorrow. I don't understand why that happens. I could only be on the Mets here. I hate the travel spot. That's what makes it really difficult. You go through this whole card. It's really disgusting, top from bottom. Like, I love to bet MLB baseball more than anybody, but this is a really tough card. It's a Mets spot. What do you think about an under?
I was thinking under also.
We had the travel into this. We got some decent pitching. I know the Dodgers have dealt with so much injuries with their pitching staff, including their bullpen. But I kind of like this under as well. But I think my better lead would be to the Mets.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, what version of Paul Blackburn are we going to get? I mean, if we're going to get the Paul Blackburn from a couple of years ago, I would play on this plus 132 in a second. I mean, he was so good there for a stretch. But between the injuries and then he's not pitching in that Oakland ballpark anymore. The old Oakland ballpark was very pitcher friendly. I don't know. I'm probably not going to bet this, to be honest. I would like to bet the Mets, but I can't do it.
You'll get a better price on the Mets tomorrow. I think the Dodgers are going to be the public side of this, are they not?
I mean, they might be the public side, but I think the Mets. I mean, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, but probably. I mean, would it matter if they're the public side? It would matter whether Sharp actually comes in. It might come in on the Mets. I don't know.
You're looking at best 140 for the Mets right now, so I guess give it a couple hours and see what it does if you're really.
This is a really ugly slate, man. We just went through all those games, and I have one bet and like maybe a second, so maybe 2 bets tomorrow. Spoon, where can
my only 3 bets are all going to be on Padres? So what could possibly go wrong?
where can they find your stuff, Spoon?
You can find me on X at Spoon's Bets. I place all my bets and place all the action that I'm on a regular basis there. You can find me at Pub Sports Radio right here on YouTube. Me and my guy Wine Time Sports had our show this morning. I went 3-0-1 on my picks for the day, so I'm kind of excited for that. But as always, you guys have a good night. Great working with you, Sauce Toast. You guys are sharp as all could be. Toast is about to go on the hot streak of his life.
It switches.
Only been saying that for like 2 months.
It's coming up.
It's only a matter of time. Sooner or later, someone's going to get it right.
Last summer, Toast like couldn't miss, and I was having a rough summer, and everyone's like, "Why is Kyle on the show? Like just about Toast." And now it's like, "Why is Toast?" It's just recency bias, man. All right, everyone, enjoy your night. See you all tomorrow. I actually don't know if we're going to do a 4 p.m. show tomorrow. There's only 7 games. The person I was going to have on was Spoon, so it would be the same 3 people talking about the same 7 games. So we might not even do a show. So, yeah, probably just see you guys tomorrow at midnight. Everyone, have a good one. Bet responsibly. New betting league will be up tonight. So if you're trying to get in on the betting league, make sure you submit by tomorrow night at, let's say, 6 p.m. Let me look at the schedule. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time will be the deadline for the new betting league. So make sure you submit your picks.